Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Benji. I'm super stoked and excited to be on the surf today. And I haven't hit the surf. Well, I've hit the surf one time in the past 5 weeks. The one time I went out, I skunked. It really got my motivation high though to get back out there and redeem myself. Timed it so that the tide is exactly where I want it right now. It's an outgoing, gonna bottom out at a 0.3 right now. It's about 2:30 p.m. The low tide's gonna bottom out at about around 3:30, and it's gonna come in from there. So we're gonna give it a good go. We're gonna try to hit this low tide and be able to target structure. Let me show you what I'm throwing today, guys. The Shimano Stratic CI4 3000 on 30-pound braid. I have a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. It's Daiwa fluorocarbon. And I got the Cherry Berry on here, the good old faithful Cherry Berry Flash Minnow 110 from Lucky Craft. And that's just a go-to color. It's a real confidence bait for me. And then I also got the blue pink sardine. I really like this one. And then this is the crack black. It's just a little darker profile, just to change things up if things aren't working out and the fish seem to be a little bit more finicky. And then I'm also going to be throwing some Extrata micro jigs. So these are the metal jackers, and this has the pink top. And I really like this 20-gram micro jig. Those are going to be the two ways I'm targeting. I didn't bring any swim baits today, but we're just going to have some fun. We're going to hit some holes that I see out here. I'll walk you through what I'm doing. It's been a minute since I've been on the surf, guys, but my heart is still on the sand, guys, so don't worry. There's going to be a lot more surf fishing going on. Just want to be grateful today, guys. You know, it's been about 2.5 years since I started this channel, and I started with nothing, and it's been quite a journey. The 2.5 years feels like that. And I tell you what, when I started this channel, I didn't have all this white and black pepper. And this thing doesn't get very thick anyways, but when I don't shave, I swear I didn't have any white hairs. And time goes by fast, guys. So just make sure that you live in the moment, make the most of every opportunity you get in life, whether you're fishing or with family. Don't take any moment for granted. Do everything as best you can. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna enjoy our time no matter what. We're gonna fish hard. We're gonna try to find some halibut or anything that wants to bite. And we're just gonna try to have a blast today, guys. So stay tuned. I invite you into my journey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Like I said, it's an outgoing tide. Starting off with the good old-fashioned Cherry Berry. I didn't mention I use a tactical angler's clip. This is a 50-pound tactical angler's clip. I really like the real thing. There are not a lot of knockoffs out there that are a lot cheaper, but these things never corrode. The knockoffs that I've used, they seem to corrode like after the first use. So I like these. Unless I lose them, I can use them over and over again without having to worry about them failing. Gotta check the drag. I almost forgot. Yeah, a little too loose. Remember with setting your drag, guys, you want to keep it at about 25 to 30% of your line strength. I'm using 12-pound fluorocarbon, so that roughly equates to 3 to 4 pounds of drag. Not that much, guys, and that's really going to help you avoid snags, or bending out hooks. And I think that's a little bit of a bad rap that Lucky Craft Flash Minnows get about their hooks bending out. A lot of times I think it's just because people are just have their drag on way too tight. You set your drag properly, you shouldn't have any problem with bent hooks. Obviously, if you're using 50-pound test, it's one thing, but you shouldn't be throwing this with such heavy line. As I've said in many other videos, when I'm fishing structure like this, I like to keep my rod tip pretty high to keep that lure swimming right above the structure. I'll bump into the structure here and there, which is a good thing, but I don't want to be burrowing into these rocks. I'll lose too many lures. I don't mind losing lures every once in a while, but I don't want to guarantee it. All right, nothing doing on this side. Let's move to the other side of this hole, target this little structure right over here, and then we'll walk north. Fish on, guys. Got one. Oh! I felt that. All right. So right in front of me is just a long running trough. It's pretty shallow, but filled in enough to hold fish right now. So I'm just covering that trough. I thought for sure there'd be something holding on that edge. I'm getting closer to the end of it. So I'm not gonna mess around too much, make a couple more casts, and I wanna hit the edge of that trough. When you're targeting fish in troughs, you know, hit the edges first, see where the water's moving, because that bait is getting pushed a certain direction if there is bait in the water. And wherever that food source is, that's where you wanna cast. So, you know, yeah, it could be right in the middle of a trough. A lot of times it's gonna be the edges of it. So it's kind of what we're looking for right now. It's an ideal area. I'm not getting bites. So I'm just kind of fan casting and working it quickly, because I feel like if there are fish holding in this area, I should get bit pretty quickly. Oh, fish on, guys. Oh! I think that was a croaker. Man, that's 2 missed bites. Hooks seem plenty sticky. Man, not so concerned about missing a fish, but it's always good to break the skunk to kind of get the confidence level up. It's like powering up a little bit and gives you a little bit more energy to make some good casts, you know. And I tell you what, we got to figure this out, because it's nice. The water looks good, guys. So let's change things up real quick. Let's put on the blue pink sardine. And who knows, maybe a little color change is all we need. Water's clear. I thought cherry berry would be the ticket to start off with. But the blue pink sardine is good for any time, just any bait fish pattern. Can't go wrong with that. Maybe a little darker profile on the back of his, a little bit of a darker profile can be, you know, the missing piece here. Oh, there we go. Got him. It's a perch. Wow. So that's what I missed the first time. So beat the skunk with the perch. It's a little Orange County dink squad perch, but super fun, man. Wow. Aggressive little guy. That's why I missed it the first time. These guys are so small. But first cast with the blue pink sardine, guys, and he hit it. So maybe that is the profile that we're looking for. If I had like a 6-pound test and a Carolina rig, pretty sure I can probably catch 20 of these guys right here. Second bite on the LC. All right, there's some structure right here. To be honest with you guys, I've never had luck. This structure is almost always here as far as I fished here. It's never really had anything productive. But there is a little drop off here, so we'll try to cover it. Unfortunately, it's a slow day today, unless something just happens. And sometimes that does happen, but you know, when it's really slow, and we already kind of missed our ideal window. The good news is it's filling in, so there could be some closer structure up here that, you know, maybe fish are holding into. Oh, that's a fish. Never mind. It's a decent sized fish. Shaking like a halibut. Oh. I felt some head shakes on that thing. So never mind. If we can see this guy, could be a redemptive afternoon. Got some weight on him, not huge. Yep, little halibut. It's upside down. There we go. Barely hooked. It's a short, but good to get on the board today. Maybe 16-inch, I'm guessing. We won't tape them. All right, guys, a little short. Got him in a little hole that I was not expecting anything and talking trash on. But I guess it just goes to show you never know. So maybe this is the hole where they're stacked today. All right, guys, so we got a little tiny perch just when I was losing hope. Got a short little halibut. hey, still a fun session. We still have time to hopefully catch some more. But again, the Lucky Craft Flash Minnow 110. This is the blue pink sardine, and I just found a little hole. It's not very deep, but it's enough to hold a halibut, and was just doing a steady retrieve with the occasional rod twitch. Just the jerk bait. Just every time I twitch that rod up, it's just causing it to flutter side to side, giving it brief pauses, and he hit. And so super grateful. And my favorite by far, I've gone through a handful of different rods over the years throwing the Lucky Craft, but this is by far my favorite, and I'll probably be throwing it for a while. It's the Phoenix Trifecta Light 903 medium light. It just has perfect backbone, and the tip is soft yet firm enough to just really fling and load up that Lucky Craft. And when you get a big fish on, it has plenty of backbone to get him in. So super grateful. We're gonna try to get a couple more, guys. Hopefully we'll have something more to say. Stay tuned. Oh, fish on. Heck yeah. Something small, but I don't care. On the jig. Dope. See, that's another little perch. So the perch are kind of stacked. This one's a little bit bigger than the one I caught with the Lucky Craft. But cool, man. Got him on the treble hook. On the metal jacker. Beautiful little perch. Cool, man. Thanks for letting me catch you, buddy. All right, guys, that just about wraps up our session, man. It's good to be on the sand today. It was a little pick bite. Got 3 little fish, 2 little dink perch, and a little halibut. But hey, no skunk. It was grateful to just get back on the sand and grind away and tug on something. So had a blast. We're gonna be doing this a lot more throughout the fall. Such a beautiful sunset. Super grateful. Truly therapy, man, to be on the sand. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. We're gonna get right back out there. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Tight lines.